that you all have some questions for us, so we decided to sit down, answer a few, and first we needed a little bit of encouragement, a little liquid motivation.
Social lubricant, if you will.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, we have questions and we also have answers. So these are some of the most important wine questions that you have so that we can answer them and help enlighten you on the world of wine a little bit more deeply. Is that clear?
I think so.
Good. What's most important when pairing food and wine? What do you think?
Power. So whether it's a white wine or a red wine, either you play with power by matching like for like, meaning a big bold red with a big bold flavor, or you have to use the power as a foil. So if you've got something light and elegant, you can pair that with something bigger and bold.
Interesting.
What about you?
I like that. I like complementary chemicals, which I guess is kind of the same thing. Let me expand on that for just a second. When you introduce a high acid white wine to white fish, some of the things that make the fish smell like
hello?
fish, they do. And then they say, get out of here. But they usually say, no, we're going to be friends. When you do that, the things that make fish smell like fish are amines. And when you introduce a high acid to them, it becomes ammonium salt. So it makes the fish smell less fishy and more fresh. So that's what I like to see. I like to see wines and foods that act on each other in that way. So I think we're seeing the same thing here.
So they make each other more friendly.
Yes, much more friendly. And theoretically, if they make each other better in the process, that's what I would consider a perfect pairing.
So I'm going to expand on this. What makes a bad pairing a bad pairing?
Oh boy. I think if one element of the wine or the food overpowers the other completely, then I think that's a problem. Like a good rule of thumb, especially if you're in a restaurant, is if you're gonna have dessert, you don't want your dessert wine to be less sweet than the dessert, because then you end up not tasting the sugar in the dessert wine and it doesn't have much else to go by.
It just tastes like acid water.
It just tastes like acid water.
Okay. A pairing I've done, dry Sauvignon Blanc with a rich dark chocolate cake. That was not exactly screaming happy.
Someone was screaming though.
Somebody was screaming on the inside.
On the inside and outside.
What else? What you got for us?